What's up everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know I really enjoy doing foundation reviews and I'm always on the hunt for an affordable foundation. Sephora and high-end brands can't be the only ones that create great foundations. I know there are lots of really good options at the drugstore. And that's why I've been dabbling a little bit more in the drugstore. I mean, number one, I want to save a lot of money. Trust me, I spend way too much at Sephora. I picked up this foundation a while ago, but I just never got around to trying it out. I just got super busy with work, and now that things are a little bit calmer and I've got more time to film, I'm digging into my drawers to find items that I wanted to review but just didn't really have the time to do a thorough review on. And one of those items was this foundation right here. This is from Maybelline. This is the Dream Matte Mousse foundation. I'm sure lots of videos already exist on this. I'm sure many people have reviewed this and given you their thoughts, but it's my turn now. And really, I want to try this out for myself because I've got really complicated skin. You guys know this. I've got rosacea along my cheeks over here. I got a lot of redness that I deal with. I got texture, I got acne, oily skin. You name it, I got it. It is frustrating to work with this canvas. So I just popped on to the Maybelline website to see what some of the claims are for this foundation. It does say that you will stay matte for 16 hours with this lightweight, medium to full coverage formula. It features a shine-free finish that doesn't feel heavy. That is exactly what I want in a foundation. Not medium coverage, full coverage, but since it says buildable, we're gonna give that a whirl. This foundation is dermatologist tested, it's allergy tested, it's non-comedogenic, and it's suitable for all skin types, including sensitive skin. The price tag they have on the website here is $14.49, but of course that is going to vary depending on where you get it. And they only have 9 shades of this foundation, which isn't amazing. I picked up the shade Classic Ivory and I'm hoping this is going to be a good shade match for my skin. Again, there were no testers of this, so I wasn't able to swatch things to see what would work and what wouldn't, so this is my best guess. In terms of the packaging, it's a nice glass jar, plastic lid. It seems relatively compact and it has 0.64 ounces of product in it. I also appreciate the full body safety seal on this, so I know this has been untouched. I've said this before, drugstore foundations are a little bit of a landmine. So many people go in there, touch them, move them around, and bleh, you never know what you're getting. I will list what I'm using on my face in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. But as with previous foundation reviews, none of the variables have changed with this one. All right, I just took off my glasses. My face is primed and ready to go. I'm cracking this open and it looks like a jar of very compact or thick foundation. I feel like I'm living on the edge right now. Let's see what the texture feels like. Oh, okay. Definitely does feel moussey. It's got a very slippery texture to it, and that's probably why, because the second ingredient in this is a dimethicone. Good job, Maybelline. I'm just gonna zoom you in a little bit closer and we're gonna get started. I'm gonna use a beauty blender to apply this foundation. So, I don't know, I was just gonna stick my finger in it and just, you know, apply, but I think I'm gonna stick my blender in here because it's nice and clean right now. Pick up a little bit of product. I think that's enough for now, and go in. Look at that clump right there. Do you guys see that? That's so gross. Foundation smells like nothing, which is fabulous. I also feel like it blends out really well too. And there it is, applied on half of my face. I actually think it went on really nicely. Didn't cling to any dry patches, which I'm very impressed with so far. I do still see redness peeking through, but the foundation did say it was medium to full coverage, so I am gonna try and build it up in a little bit, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna finish off the rest of my face. So far, I'm really liking the way this is applying. It went on very easy. I didn't really have any problems blending it out. Like I said before, I am seeing redness peek through, but we're gonna build that up in just a second. It hasn't clung to any dry patches, and it's giving me a matte finish so far. So I'm kind of liking it right now, but let's go in, build it up, and see what happens. This time I'm gonna use my fingers. I think that might be a little bit easier to get in there, and just swipe some product along here. Foundation just got under my nail. Oh, it's so gross. All right, let's blend that out. I am gonna now say, since I just looked down at my shirt, I had a bunch of crumbles of this foundation all over my top, and it's black so I can see everything. This foundation, even though it is moussey, it is a little bit crumbly. So the product can kind of fall down a little bit. So just be sure you're wearing like an old ratty t-shirt when you're doing your makeup and applying this foundation, or just put like a little bib or something on, just so you don't get your shirt dirty. But I have built up the foundation, I think, as best I can. It did cover up a little more redness, but I still see some peeking through, and I hope it's really picking up on camera. I actually don't like building this foundation up, and I'll tell you why. I do see it now starting to cake up on my cheeks a little bit, and that's definitely not what I want, and that's not what this foundation initially looked like upon one layer of application. So I wouldn't recommend you build this one up. But other than this area here where I did try to build up the coverage, it's sitting really well everywhere else. In the spirit of being drugstore friendly and Maybelline friendly right now, I also picked up the accompanying powder to this mousse foundation right here. This is the Dream Wonder powder. It felt very, very smooth on my fingers when I dipped in there. So this is the one that I'm going to be using to powder down my face today. I'm going to use the shade Classic Ivory, so same as the foundation. I'm going to grab this Sigma tapered face brush. This is the F25. Go in there, and I'm sure you saw lots of powder fly everywhere, and just start setting this foundation. As I started powdering my face, I remembered I needed to add concealer, so I didn't put any powder underneath my eyes, just so I could go in with my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. I got the shade Lite here. This is a great drugstore concealer if anybody is looking for one. And blend that out with my beauty blender, of course. I'm gonna go and finish off the rest of my face now, and I will be right back. And I'm back with the rest of my face on. I went for something a little softer today. I know I've been doing really bold looks lately, so I thought I would lay off the massive color and just do something a little more natural. Not that these lashes are natural, but you know what I'm saying. Almost everything on my face is drugstore friendly, and I'd say about 80% of it is Maybelline as well. The foundation is wearing really well so far. My face is still matte, and I've had this on for about an hour and a bit right now, so not too shabby, to be entirely honest with you. I didn't have the highest of expectations going in with this foundation, especially since the last one didn't really perform well, but I'm impressed so far, especially because it played well in the sandbox with all of its brothers and sisters. I'm gonna go on with the rest of my day. Again, another relatively boring day. I just have to go out and do groceries. I've actually been dreading going out of the house because it is still minus 36 outside. It is really freaking cold, but grocery shopping has to be done, otherwise I will have no food for dinner. So with that said, I am gonna bring you along for the ride, and I will do periodic check-ins so you guys can see how this foundation is wearing. I'll see you in a bit. I love this song so much. Country music just makes me so happy. Anyways, guys, I'm in the car right now and I am freezing. It is so bloody cold outside. It's minus 36. When's it gonna be warm? Hey guys, I just got back from grocery shopping. My load is on the table. I gotta go throw that in the fridge before anything goes bad. But I did want to do a check-in as soon as I walk through the door because it's been about 3.5-ish, maybe 3 3/4 of an hour into the wear of this foundation. And honestly, I just looked at myself in the mirror. This looks good. Oh my God, this looks really, really good. Let me zoom you in. Okay, so don't mind the bronzer here. I did go a little bit ham on it, but look at how nicely the foundation is wearing. It's not clinging on dry patches. There's not a lot of shifting around the glasses pads area. Hey. It's looking beautiful on my forehead. It's sitting well on my cheeks. Like, this foundation is good right now. It is good. Oh my gosh. I am going to keep this on my face maybe for the next, I'd say 3 to 4 hours, do another final check-in. That'll probably take me close to the 8-hour mark, and I'm gonna let you know what my final thoughts are on this foundation. This is gonna be the final check-in of the day. I wanted you guys to see how this foundation is holding up. So let me zoom you in. Again, ignore the bronzer. As you guys can see, the foundation is wearing well. I mean, it's starting to get a little bit patchy, and I'm gonna take off my glasses. It is starting to shift around the bridge of my nose, but I've had this on for 8 hours now. Yes, and redness is peeking through, but it's still sitting relatively well. Oh my God, I can't talk. Relatively well everywhere else. So honestly, this foundation is looking pretty good. Like, hot dang, we finally have a winner, guys. We have a winner. I definitely recommend the Maybelline Mousse foundation. I think it is one of their better ones next to the matte and poreless. I think that's the Maybelline Fit Me one. That's also another really good one from the brand, but this one here is definitely going to be sitting on my vanity, as I do want to use that one a lot more now. For anybody who does have oily skin with a lot of maybe acne or scarring, or just stuff you want to hide, or something that's going to be a little more medium to full coverage, this is definitely a foundation that I would recommend to you. It is also extremely affordable. In Canada, it hovers around the $10 mark. I did check it out when I was at the grocery store earlier today. And that's going to be it for me for today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the review, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. You can also connect with me on all of my social media. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and I'm going to link everything for you in the description box below. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you're all having an incredible day, no matter where you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.